bad, the bite is mean. When you unleash the dog, you get nasty team. Watch out, the dog is coming. Y'all niggas better start to running.
Hey, what up, though, JK?
All right, we all back in now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Damarr.
Okay.
Yep.
Yo, how y'all doing? You all right?
Good.
Good.
Yeah, everything cool.
Well,
Everything
So,
okay, good.
so what made you make the transition from Detroit to Atlanta?
Man, I just got tired of that weather, man. I work at Delta, so I was outside in that cold in Detroit. Then I got to go somewhere warm.
Man. Yeah.
Delta fly out here. Just so you know, Delta fly out here to San Diego too. But I mean, all
right.
I'm just saying, you talk about you want to be warm. I got a brother live out there in Atlanta. He gets a little chilly down there too sometimes. Not like Detroit, but
San Diego cold.
Well, hey, I don't know. Atlanta, I don't know, but I'm trying to do some political things in Atlanta, so I definitely have to be in touch with you. I want to do some things for Atlanta as far as the voting rights and passing out water, things like that. So I'll definitely be in touch with you.
I hope we all keep in touch.
Yeah, most definitely. Bruce, you tell us a little bit about yourself, man. You up there in New York. Is how's things up there? Are they letting people, watch you, your craft? What's going on?
Yeah. Well, weather's finally breaking out up here in New York. But as of right now, I'm not really sure if they're allowing people inside to watch us fight or whatnot. But it is what it is. I'm gonna still do what I gotta do. But yeah, more so about myself. My name is Bruce Carrington, but everybody calls me Shoo Shoo. I've been boxing for 17 years. From Brownsville, Brooklyn, New York. Brownsville is a neighborhood, rough neighborhood, but known for a lot of great champions coming out that one neighborhood, like Zab Judah, Mike Tyson, Mustafa Muhammad, Riddick Bowe, Danny Jacobs, Albany Davis, and I'm just trying to be a part of that list, man. I'm ranked number one in the nation in my in the featherweight division, and I've been on Team USA for the past 3 years. And I'm still on a running to go to the Olympics.
Are they doing any amateur things at the Barclays Center?
Well, I've fought at the Barclays Center about twice. Like in the past years, they've had the Golden Gloves at the Barclays Center, and I've won there. I think I fought there 3 times. I could say, yeah, I fought there about 3 times. And but yeah, it's a great experience fighting the Barclays Center. I feel like I'm at home because I'm from Brooklyn. It's right in my backyard.
Yeah, that's
and I always have a ton of people always coming out to watch me.
Oh, okay. So you already got the fans. What's your record as an amateur?
As of right now, I ain't gonna lie to you. I lost count. I have over 200 fights.
Whoa.
But all the 200 fights got me to this point where I'm at today, and that's number one.
Yeah, okay. I hear that now. Now, have you heard that? I mean, are we really going to have an Olympics? I mean, they've been talking about how things are breaking out over there in Japan. Have you heard that? I mean,
there's a lot of things going on in terms of the Olympics. But it's like, you hear rumors. There's a lot of things that happen, here and there, whatever. But as far as I'm concerned, the Olympics are still going on. The athletes are still going strong, training strong, and getting ready for July 23rd.
Are you going back to Colorado Springs then?
Yeah. I'll be back in Colorado Springs June 1st to get ready for Tokyo.
K9.
Yeah.
Let's see what you're working with.
What you mean?
We had all that feedback the last time. Let's see if you can talk to people. What's going on?
Okay, yeah. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Oh man, I ain't echoing no more, Emma. I was in the mountains. That's all. I was in the mountains. Denver, boy. You hear me? Hey, so, man, that's good. Yeah. Hey, listen, let's get to my man's Damarr. You said that we met at the Boys and Girls Club. Or
No,
what?
I was at a boys' home right there on
Okay.
Joy Road in Greenfield called Christ Child House. And you
Yes.
came up there and spoke to the boys about 12 years ago. And
Okay.
yeah, we've been in touch ever since. You know, we exchange numbers. We always see each other at amateur tournaments. And
Yeah.
you know, I've been telling you about my nephew every time I see you, but now you
Yes. Yeah.
get to
Yeah.
meet him.
Exactly. I'm quite sure because I be going to the tournaments a lot with my son, so I'm quite
Mm-hmm.
sure I already saw him before already too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you didn't met him. You probably didn't met his pops too, because he's been at a lot of tournaments with me too.
There you go.
I know
Exactly.
you know Coach O from Ohio.
Yeah.
His
Yeah.
daughter is on the Olympic team with Shushu.
Wait a
Okay.
minute.
Yeah.
Where'd you say he was from again?
Who? Coach O? Coach O?
Yeah, yeah.
Ohio.
Man City.
Okay. I just had to make sure. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
I know them Detroit boys have to go down there to get some work. You know, I was just asking.
Boy.
Yeah.
Ohio done finally got in the game. It's been a long time.
What's the whole discrepancy with Ohio and Detroit? What's the whole discrepancy there? What's going on with that?
In Ohio?
I'm from Youngstown, Ohio.
Yeah,
You know, and we only had like 150,000 people, but we got 7 world champs. You know, Boom Boom Mancini, Harry Arroyo, the Richardson brothers. You know, so you know, I just like to let people know that Ohio has a boxing history too.
Yeah, definitely.
Bruce though, but they can't hold a candlestick to Tommy Hearns. You know he from.
Yeah, hey. But you know, but
man.
Right, where's Joe Lewis from?
But you know, 150,000 people producing 7 champs as opposed to 10 million people producing 1 Tommy Hearns. But I digress.
Hold on. Sugar Ray Robinson, I think if I'm not mistaken, we talking about the greatest fighters of all time, though. We talking about, Tommy Hearns, Sugar Ray Robinson. We talking about Joe Lewis. We talking about, so out of the whole world, we talking about greatest of all time. Really good.
I give you your props. But little guys count too,
Right. Yeah. Hey, and I'm the oldest world champion junior middleweight history, and I'm from Detroit. You hear me? Detroit, And last time I looked, the highest paid athlete came from Michigan, and he about to fight, and he making money, in exhibitions. And his name is Mayweather, and he from where?
He been gone so long. He been gone so long for Detroit. He don't even know where Detroit at now. you got to Google Detroit.
The greatest man and woman to ever put on gloves from Michigan.
Hey, talk to him. You there?
Hey.
Going. We ain't gonna keep going. James Tony.
That's
we ain't
true.
gonna keep going. We ain't gonna keep going. James Tony. Come on.
Hey. Hey, my mentor is from Detroit.
Okay, now
Emmanuel Stewart. So hey.
Exactly. So game over. So Youngstown, Ohio, sit down somewhere. Good playing. Good playing.
But y'all got to come down and get that work now, though.
Huh?
Hey man, they got Kelly Pavlik. They got Kelly Pavlik.
we got Kelly Pavlik. Boom Mancini. Yeah.
Oh my goodness, Kelly Pavlik. He all right though. He all right. But I mean,
I like Kelly, man. Hey, now he did his thing when he was coming up when he beat Jermaine Taylor, man. He did his thing. He was coming up on the
his thing until Kelly did his thing until he started smoking crack in the gym.
Okay.
And then it was.
I don't know about none of that. I don't know about none of that. Hey,
like I
never got
about none of that, man.
Tommy Hearns smoking no drugs or nothing. None of that. No. But hey, listen, we all in the same game. You remember that song? We all in the same game.
AK.
Huh? Yeah. Oh, hello.
He froze for a minute. He'll be back.
Ohio runs
Why
boxing.
don't you let Shushu know your boxing back? I was trying to explain to him. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Say what now?
He
I
was
want you to
telling
let Shushu know your boxing back.
Okay, hey, Shushu, let me tell you, Shushu.
Yeah.
So I was on a reality. Now when reality shows first came out, I was I would say in the top 5 for sure. Maybe I'll say number 3 biggest reality show of all time. I was on a reality show called The Contender. So at that time,
Yeah. I watched that.
yeah. I was on season 2. So yeah, I was on season 2, and I was
Okay.
a favorite. I won the bronze medal on the show. Sugar Ray Leonard, trust me, Sugar Ray Leonard, he showed me a whole lot of love. And the show was so big, it
Mhm.
produced per week. It was like, I think 2.5 million people watch the show per week. And everybody know
Yeah.
who K9 is. Everybody know. But then, after that, I won 2 world titles. After that, not 1, 2, you know what I mean? So, I done been in the Ring magazine plenty of times. I done fought on Showtime 3 times, ESPN 2, 9 times. So I done did a whole lot. At one
Wait a
point,
minute.
Yeah.
Hold on. Where's
yeah,
the strap,
Yeah,
man?
no, but I know about you though. I know you. I know about you. I've seen you before. Definitely.
okay.
Definitely.
Yeah, I done did some things. Oh, the strap, you know what? I had to put it on pause, but I got the straps, you know what I'm saying? Now I lost to
Yeah.
Charlo. I lost to Charlo, but that really ain't a bad loss because last time I looked, he's still undefeated. You know what I mean? And he did beat an old
Definitely.
41-year-old K9 Cornelius Bundes. You know what I mean?
Right.
Let me wind that.
Right.
41-year-old, you know what I mean? With a rib injury, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but it is what it is. So I paid my dues. I won my first world title. Can you imagine? I won my first world title at the age of 37. Let me wind that. 37. And guess how many amateur fights I had?
Right.
10. I had 10
How
amateur
many?
fights. 10. I had 10 amateur
Wow.
fights. So imagine if I'd have had the background you got. Oh my goodness, I'd have won 100 world titles.
Yeah.
So it was a blessing to
Oh
get.
yeah, man. Definitely. Yeah.
Yeah, because like I say, man, 200 amateur fights, boy. When did you start boxing? Like you was 2? When you started boxing? You was like 2?
I was 7. I was 7 when I
You was 7?
started.
Oh man,
Yeah.
hey, listen, boy. Hey, listen, bro. Hey, all respect to you, bro. I only fought
Thank you.
in Michigan. One thing that helped me a whole lot. Of course, Christ helped me a whole lot. I was a street dude. So, people talk about Kimbo Slice, and rest in peace, Kimbo Slice. But I gotta tell you, bro, I'm
Right.
probably the best street fighter of all time. And I used to be real wild. I'm from I ain't from what Floyd from. He from Grand Rapids. I'm from Detroit,
Grand
Michigan.
Rapids. Yeah.
The hood. So I
Yeah.
had it real bad. That's why I was able to go talk to the kids, you know what I'm saying, at at the spot. And I was to give them some, real advice, and they understood and took what I was saying serious because they know, like, oh, that guy been there for real. You feel me? Yeah. So, but I changed
Right.
the channel. I went for it, man, changed my life, man. God spared me, gave me, what I'm saying, another chance at life, man. And I got saved and started boxing, and was like, wow, I can get paid for knocking guys out instead of for free. I
Yeah.
was like, oh man, show me more. Then I was getting them little trophies, and I was like, oh man, I want some money. I said, where do I sign to go pro? And I went pro,
Yeah.
and man, I had a short. I had a long career but I wasn't fighting because I didn't have the background you got. That's why, bro, go out there and
Yeah.
get that medal, bro, because it's gonna be easier for you.
Yeah.
I didn't have to think 10 amateur fights. Ain't nobody trying to sign me. You know what I mean? They was just making excuses.
Right.
You know what? Can I? I'm waiting for waiting for
Yeah.
Links Lewis to cash that check. You know what I mean? But when I got in position, oh man, everybody was out. People was knocking at the door.
Yeah.
I mean,
Knocking on
everybody.
that door. That's right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all of them. Everybody was listen. Everybody you see that's in boxing today, then approached me. 50 Cent, the rapper, he called me talking
Yeah.
about, saying I'm not trying to hear all that, man. Listen, what can you do for me? I'm not them other guys that you done signed. You know what I mean? Think about it. James Kirkland, after he signed with 50 Cent, he went nowhere. Think about it. I'm just being real. My man's Darrell, what's my
Andre
man?
or Anthony.
And
Andre
Andre
Terrell.
Darrell. He signed with who?
Yeah.
50 Cent. stagnated. You know what I mean? So I didn't take that route, man. I went. You know what I'm saying? I said I put my trust in Christ. I mean, you even had you know Slim, big Birdman brother Slim. He tried to sign me. I was like, 'cause I ain't
Not
with
sure.
that Illuminati, man. I don't care how much money you got. You get to throwing them devil horns up and all that. You know, I don't mess with that stuff, man. I told him I'm straight.
Yeah.
Mayweather than wanted to sign me. I don't care because you Mayweather. You can have all the money in the world. If you running behind the next person and you into all that old, I'm straight. You know what I mean? Now Jay Leon Love, it was different. He wouldn't sign with him, man, because he's a butt kisser. So that's another story. But me,
Yeah. All
I'm
right.
just keeping 100. I made my own thing, doing my own thing, made my own money, still getting money, still doing my thing. We on a podcast, you know what I'm saying? And people respect me all around the world. They like one thing.
Yeah.
Mayweather can see me right now. Mayweather can see me right now, and I guarantee you, he'll stop and be like, "What's up, K9?" It's all respect. He won't look at me like he look at a lot of people. It's respect. You know what I
Right.
mean? Yeah.
Right.
So that's just a little something. And Emmanuel
I'm gonna
Stewart.
see if we can't get that exhibition between you and Jay Leon Love, though.
Man, that ain't no money in that. I don't want that. I already beat the brakes off that boy already. I remember sparring Jay Leon Love and Emmanuel Stewart. Quit running from that man. Why you running from that man instead of the boss man? Why you
We'll put you on Floyd the car, man.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Now you put me on Floyd undercard and Jay Leon Love can get down a certain weight and they pay me right, I'll finish him. Yeah,
Stick a fork.
Stick a fork in him. If Mayweather ran from me, you already know he gonna keep running from me. Mayweather ran from me, them boys gonna keep running.
You know Jay Leon from Inktown, baby. Inkster.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you already know he ain't even from Detroit. He ain't even from the block. Bruce from the block. Bruce know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? And that's why Bruce going to the Olympics, because he came up hard. Listen, he been from that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and I appreciate both of y'all, man, from coming on the show, man. And enough about
Thanks for
talking.
having us.
I done did my thing. You know what I mean? Now it's about the young brothers that's doing their thing, man. And I'm so happy, man. I just pray, you know what I'm saying, that you the brother that make it and that you be different than a lot of these other guys who just throwing their money up in the air, making it rain. I hope you don't buy no club. You know what I'm saying? I hope you invest in something totally different, man. And our leader, man, be a role model, because these kids need leaders and role models bad, man. Michael Jordan was a great role model and leader. You see him, doing all this foolishness and what these guys doing now. It's just everybody. Every time I look up on Instagram, I see everybody with how much money they made. I'm like, man, just chill. You ain't see me not one time. As much money as I made, now I made millions in boxings. Not one time you ever see me making it rain or showing this off, showing it off. I didn't get caught up what I wanted to because I was watching Instagram, And when I lost my title, I was like, man, I got to show something, man. A couple of roadies was like, oh yeah, they need to know I'm the champ. Oh yeah, boy. But I thought about it. I said, man, why did I buy this? That was a lot of money.
I got a lot of from like my guidance when I've been growing up. Like even though I'm from where I'm from. My parents, I gotta take my hat off to them because they did a really good job of keeping me off the streets and guiding me and putting certain values in me and instilling those things. So it was like me, I've experienced the strip club, but it's not something. Once I experienced it, I realized that it's not something that I'm interested in. So I ain't gonna worry about that. But in terms of the whole flashy stuff, like with the big diamonds and all that type of stuff, I'm not the type of dude. I got a good team behind me. I got my mom's, my dad. You know what I mean? They do well managing my career, and they do really well, like keeping me on the straight path so I can keep my clean image and make sure I don't waste my money on unnecessary things and invest in and things that's gonna be generational.
Good, man. I'm good. Hey, listen, from the way you talking, brother, I'm happy. I'm even more happier of having you on the show. You know what I mean? Because it's one thing, to be, going to the Olympics. Listen, you can go to Olympics, not go to Olympics. You could be Mayweather. It's all about good dudes. I done been around everybody. I mean, I done been around everybody. I can call any and everybody. You'd be surprised some of the people I can call. I talked to Floyd Mayweather Sr. 2 days ago while the fight was on Showtime. I'm letting you know that Mayweather Promotions got a fighter that's about to fight right now. He's like, for real? I'm like, yeah. He's like, man, that's my son fighter. You know what I'm saying? But but I'm just it's a small world, bro. It's a small world, but real recognize real. Now Mayweather Senior, he never did change his number, none of that. I can call him, he answered. That's what you call a real person. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not, it's about being real, man. It's about being real.
Yeah.
The money can come and go. We all human, man. Anything can happen at any time. I mean, I think that COVID gave everybody a reality check, man. People got to start getting scared, man. People start wearing masks. They start trying to hide.
Definitely. But that's people needed. Yeah, that's what people. I think that's needed. I think that little shock to the world. People kind of needed that. Then that's when I started to notice. We started to realize who was the real hustlers and who was the fakers. Like that shocked the world right there. Like you saw people start twiddling their thumbs, trying to get the little what's that chain that they get every month?
Stimulus.
What's that thing? The stimulus check. They're trying to get that little money with the stimulus check. And then you got people that's really making money off the pandemic. It's like they steady was grinding. Me, I never stopped grinding. You know what I'm saying? I felt like it was a perfect time for me to hone in and focus on myself. And I stayed ready throughout that whole pandemic. A lot of people just twiddling their thumbs, playing games. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That right there shocked the world. And I feel like that was something that was needed.
Exactly.
Bruce, going to the Olympics, do you think that all boxers should be vaccinated? Do you think it should be mandatory for boxers to be going to the Olympics, considering all the different places that people are coming from?
Well, I'm not really big on the vaccination. This is my opinion, to be honest. I just feel like, honestly, if people get tested before and after they get on that plane, and if they're negative, and then once we get inside this little bubble, because basically once we get on campus or inside the village, it's basically like a bubble that we basically can't leave out of the village to interact with the outside people. Once we do that, everybody should be fine, because they were saying initially, if everybody comes in negative, you get inside the bubble, you can take your mask off because everybody's negative. There's no point of wearing a mask if everyone's negative. So I'm not really big on it. That's just my opinion, to be honest. Everybody else, they have their own little thing, but that's just how I feel about it.
If they made it mandatory, would that have any bearing on whether or not you decided to go?
It could. That's something that I would have to, sit down and talk to my team about. You know what I'm saying? That was something I have to consider, but it definitely could, because most of my life, I've never really had trusted in injections inside my body. I did everything natural. I'm not type of dude that's doing all that type of stuff.
Didn't you get vaccinations to go to school? Didn't you get smallpox and all that?
No, I never did that. Nope, I never did that. And I don't know how my parents dodged into those things.
Man,
because some of those things, they're smart. Yes. Some of those things was mandatory, you know what I'm saying? But my parents found ways around it, But I've done everything strictly with herbs and plants. Me and my dad, we've been plant based for the last 4 years, and I try to reach out to everybody to that's one of the main things you do in order to stay away from these viruses and staying clean and staying healthy, because a lot of these medicines that we're being given, they're treating you, they're not curing you. A lot of these plants and herbs that you eat in the ground that God has given you from they're that's your true medicine. All this man-made stuff is not going to do it for you. That's what I've been doing.
Hey, let me go get my pound of weed right now. As soon as I live in Cal. Let me and Mother Nature go and mix as soon as we get off the show. No, bro.
You might be the sharpest young man. Hey, listen, I had ever on the show. Out of all those guys I had on the Dawg, bro, you the sharpest, bro. I'm talking about, man. Listen, these
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Man,
Thank you.
They scared, man. Now I can understand, if you're a senior citizen, you're going through a whole lot, and you get a shot. You know what I mean? Because anything can happen to
I'm 74. I got them both. I got and I made sure that as soon as I was able to get it, I was there. But like I said, I intend to live to be 101. So, I make sure that, I'm protecting me.
Yeah,
Like I tell everybody,
yeah.
my mask, my vaccine, that's for my protection. I could give a less whether or not you got
Each
COVID.
his own. Each his own.
Yeah,
But,
so
I'm more like Bruce. I'm like, I'm healthy. I feel good. I want to, plant-based. I don't trust nobody shooting me with nothing. I don't want to get shot with no gun.
Yeah, I've never gotten shot with injections and none of that. You crazy? You say you want to get shot with no gun?
I don't get shot with nothing. Don't shoot me with nothing. Man. Exactly.
Did we lose on?
Yeah, I think Damarr disappeared.
Yeah, he possibly, but he probably get back on.
Yeah. Well,
there you go.
Okay. Unc, I got to ask you a couple questions here. You got your tickets yet? You on for Tokyo? What's up?
I think can't go.
Oh, they're not allowing. They're not allowing outside people. They're only allowing Tokyo residents to watch. They're not allowing people from the outside to come.
Exactly. We talked about that. Me and D talked about that.
They got more COVID on the outside than in Japan than we have over here. But
it came from didn't it come from over there somewhere, Chinatown or something?
Well, they said it came from Wuhan. Yeah.
Okay.
So but if you remember when it first started, that's when they had all the cruise ships and everything went into Japan, and there was a big out, and then they started bringing them back. As a matter of fact, they brought some of them here to San Diego.
I know I saw a few people with their eyes it's kind of like this. I don't know. They was coughing on the buttons that you touch on the elevators. I was like, wow, they was over there, boy.
They just passed that Asian hate bill today, K9. Don't get us in trouble already.
No, we good.
They just passed it this morning. You got us in trouble.
Yeah,
tonight.
You got a point there.
You got a point there. No harm. We good. Yeah. The world is crazy, man. Certain places are crazy. Like, that's why I be turning the TV off a lot of times. Sometimes I don't even look at social media because, man, they be too much stuff be going on. Ain't they fighting somewhere? Where they fighting at?
Israel, Palestine, same place they've been fighting since World War II.
Man, it's crazy. It's crazy, man. I'm seeing they getting like kids rolled up in body bags and stuff like that. Like it's really graphic. These videos that I'm seeing, it's crazy. I just pray for them.
Yeah.
The scariest place I've ever been in my life is Beirut, and that's including Vietnam. So I got a total understanding of the Middle East.
James, tell me you went to war and everything. You jump out of parachutes and everything. Yeah, this
hey, you got to have something to do, man. But jumping out of planes is really, it's fun.
I jumped out of window before. That's about it.
No, well, I won't go out of window. I can't talk about windows too much. It'll be K9 after dark then. I had a few dads. I had a few dads and brothers. What you doing? So I was young once too. I understand. But how long have you been involved with your training your nephew or being, making sure that he is, got closer to his dreams? I'm taking it like, you were that another calm voice in his life, like his parents.
Yeah, I've never trained him. Like I said, he in New York, so I ain't never been his trainer. I'm just, just a supportive family member, man. Be at everything he invite me to. Any fights, any tournaments.
He's one of my biggest supporters. Yeah. Straight like that.
I try to like
that. Like he had when I fought in the Pan American Games last 2019. Only him and my dad. They flew out. Him and my pops flew out to go watch me fight. Like, mind you, but I'm never fight overseas. I don't usually have nobody with me. It's other than my team. I don't have no outside visitors and nothing like that. People that know me, I don't have that. So
Yeah.
for him to come with my dad to come and watch me fight out in Peru in the Pan American Games, that was, you know what I'm saying, that's something that I can always remember. But it's that, and plus many other things that he didn't help me out with throughout, you know, but it's a number of things I can't even count, man. But he's
Yeah.
definitely, I can say he's one of my big supporters, and I'm proud to say I have one of those on my back.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always good to have family with you, man. Always
Yeah.
good.
Hey, trust me, my uncle's not here. I don't have, be honest with you, I have no more uncles. Like, man, most of my family members are not even here no more, you know? Yeah, remember, I'm 48 years old, man. My uncle, he died of a seizure. Auntie died of my arms, had a heart attack, you know? Oh, man, I'm telling you, my grandmama, she not here.
God bless you,
So,
man.
man, yeah. So, you know, I got to be strong, bro. That's what I say, you know, if that can't stop me, COVID can't nothing. You feel me? These streets, man, whatever.
Right. That's right.
So
That's right.
stay strong, bro. But man, love your uncle, bro. Tell you, I miss my uncle, man. Tell you, uncles is something else. I used to be always
Yeah.
sparring with my uncle, though. You know, we used to always get into it, and now I wish I can get into it with him again. You know, laugh about it this time, though. You know, but
Yeah.
man, love your uncle, bro. Trust me,
Spar
man.
with
Ain't
your
no uncle, huh?
Yeah.
Huh?
spar with your uncle?
Yeah. No, I'm talking about spar, like, you know, messing around with him. I'm talking about like slap box,
Oh,
like that.
Yeah.
Spar. I know. He was good though. He was good, but he was.
Hey man, he was beating
boxing.
up his uncle, man. He was putting hands on your uncle, man. What you doing?
Yeah, you know, hey, look, listen, because I used to pick with him. I used to pick with him because my uncle was different. My uncle used to be drinking and stuff. So I used to mess with him because he used to be drinking, you know. And you know, I used to be, and then you know, he was
Yeah.
funny. He was funny, you know. He was funny. He was a funny dude, but I miss him though. You know, I miss him. I wish he was in my life though. You know what I mean? We were cool. We wasn't cool like how y'all was. You know, he didn't get a chance to support me because, and I wasn't as mature as you. See, so I did, you know, I wasn't, man, you mature, bro. Me, I was wild, I was silly, I wasn't smart, wasn't wise. You know, I didn't have both parents. See, you got both parents, bro. You ahead of the game, bro. Especially as a black African. You real talk.
Hey,
Yeah.
yeah. Hey, listen, man. I kind of like, you know, I know that. I noticed that, and you know, because you know, obviously, you know, in Brownsville is not too many, you know, father and mom families, you know, the both parent families that's in, you know, in that neighborhood, or just where I come from, where I grew up. You don't see that, so I kind of noticed how I stood out from a lot of other, you know, kids coming up my age, you know, because I had both of my parents, and I realized, you know, my values and the way how I grew up, the way how I thought about life, the way how I looked at life was totally different from the way how, you know, some people looked at life, because, you know, I kind of had that, you know, that blessing that God gave me, you know, and I cherish that, you know. I don't, you know, think of it less at all. You know, that's something that I cherish to the fullest.
Yeah. Hey, the Cosby Show come a long way. You know what I'm saying? That don't exist that much anymore.
Yeah.
We're talking about the 80s, for real. Look what they did to Bill Cosby. Man, scandalous.
Look what Bill Cosby did to himself.
I mean, come on, man. That's like Mike Tyson. The lady was there at 3:00 in the morning. Come on, man. You know, the women want to come out of nowhere after 20 years.
When a woman says no, it don't make no difference if it's 3:01, if it's 6:00 in the evening, if it's 4:00 in the morning. If a woman says no,
3:00.
She means
no.
Don't mean nothing. Don't mean nothing. 3:00 in the morning. If she say no, she say no.
At the hotel at 3:00 in the morning.
K9, you got a daughter.
Listen, she fixed herself. She fixed her mouth to say no, like this, like no, I'm like this.
Oh yeah, of
My
course.
hands up. I
think it was consensual. I mean, to be honest with you, I think it was. Hey, listen, Mike Tyson said. I mean, I wasn't there, but Mike Tyson said that you know, he told her to.
Mike Tyson said, "Where do I sign this check so I can get you out of my life?" That's what Mike Tyson said.
No, if he would have said that, then he wouldn't went to jail.
Well, hey, he went. Y'all think because you go to jail that it's over with. When you go to jail, you still got to pay that fine. You still got to pay the restitution. You got to do all that. That don't stop because you go to jail.
Yeah. Well, look what happened. Robin. So what did he say? He said no to Robin Givens too.
He moved her mama in the house. He moved her mama in the house.
Exactly.
That was.
Yeah.
It was
He
already
been through
2 to
some
1.
stuff, man.
Yeah, he been through stuff. Just because you're from the streets don't mean you get all that game.
Hey.
Like he don't have women
Right,
game
right,
at the same time. He didn't have women game. You know.
He
He might
learned how to roll them blunts pretty good though, didn't he?
Oh yeah, he could do that.
Mike Tyson smoked blunts as big as my arm.
Man, right now. Exactly.
Hey, man, he living his best life. He living his best life right now.
See,
man.
Natural plans. See, I'm glad. Hey, man, I'm glad we got you on the show. Cannot no.
But no, natural plants don't have your eyes like this. That ain't no natural plant. That's something in that plant.
But God put it there though, right?
I think the medical marijuana don't supposed to get you high. You know what I mean?
No, see, that's like me talking about boxing.
Yeah.
You know nothing about marijuana. Just leave that alone. Just leave that alone. Because you see,
I know a lot about marijuana.
I've been smoking longer than you've been living. Now who knows? Now who knows the most about marijuana?
Yeah, you
Thank
do.
You. Okay,
do.
thank you. Right.
You do.
Hey, K9, man, I need one of them hats, man. Where can I get that?
Man, we gotta get you one. JK, we gotta get him one. Oh yeah, hey, look,
man, you gotta give me a fit, man. I gotta look the part, man.
Oh man,
I gotta look the part. Hey man, I also got some merch. I also got some merch as well too. I got Team Carrington merch, and it's on snazzyapparel1.com. Yeah, I got some Team Carrington merch. Y'all guys can get y'all some merch as well.
So why don't we exchange some merch, K9?
Yeah, we can
you send him some, he'll send you some of his, and then maybe we'll do something on the show.
Yeah,
you know, and promote Team Carrington.
Exactly.
That'll be dope.
Before you win a gold medal, then you just forget about the small people.
Nah, I can never do that, man. I'm too grounded for that. I'm too grounded for that. I can never do that.
You tell us, call Unc. Y'all want something, just call Unc.
Right. But you already know what it is, right? I tried to reach out to Bruce, and Bruce got to acting funny, and I said, "Let me call Unc." I ain't have Bruce's number. No, yeah, absolutely, man.
But hey, man, we just have fun here, man. We just talk and chill and do our thing, man.
Man, I want y'all to follow
just vibing, man.
Too, man.
Yeah, absolutely. So what now?
I want y'all to follow my YouTube.
Say that again.
The Split Decision Boxing.
Okay.
That is just Split Decision Boxing on YouTube. We also got a Facebook group, the Split Decision Boxing also.
Okay.
And we got about 400 people in the Facebook group, and it'd be some good conversation in there.
Okay.
Everybody got their own thing about boxing.
Speaking about conversation, Deontay Wilder's about to get that fight with Tyson Fury. No, he's getting that fight with Tyson Fury before September 15th. What y'all think about that one?
Oh,
I don't think it's gonna happen.
I think it's gonna happen because
no, it has to happen. It has to happen.
Yeah.
Well, how's he gonna fight him in September? How's he gonna fight him in September and then fight Tyson Fury is gonna fight Anthony Joshua?
He's not fighting him no more. He can't fight him. He can't fight Joshua no more. That fight is not even a mandatory fight anyway.
I mean, so
the Anthony Joshua fight is not a. It's not a mandatory fight anyway. The Anthony Joshua fight with Tyson Fury, but the Deontay Wilder fight is mandatory right now because they had an arbitration meeting
Yeah, that's what I was
Deontay
gonna
Wilder
say.
won, and my boy is training, and he's looking like he's learning some new stuff, and I'm kind of excited to see him back in the ring.
Yeah. Now
I,
let me tell you
I
something.
want to see what he looks like without Mark Breland.
Now listen. Now look.
That'll be
You
interesting.
Bruce. You on the show, Bruce. You know, and this big bro right here. Now let me tell you. You know, Tyson Fury is trained by my former trainer, Sugar Hill. Now you know that crunk style with the legs moving, bouncing and stuff. I think that from what I saw, you know, Wilder is he's setting up his jab a little bit more, a lot better than he was before. But if he don't get no bounce in his steps, he's not gonna win. Because I'm telling you, Tyson
Yeah,
Fury,
like yeah.
yeah. I'm telling you because and that so I even I even reached out to Wilder. You know what I mean? Let him know that I can help him. You know what I mean? Because I know the crunk style. You know what I mean? I know that little style. I was Sugar Hill, who's training Tyson Fury, first world champion. I know his style better than anybody. I'm a person that can really make it happen. But a person that that's a good fighter that fight Tyson Fury. If Sugar Hill was training him, because I know that style. And the style
Yeah.
that Wilder has right now, trust me when I tell you. Because if he don't land that shot like right away, man, trust me. You know,
Yeah.
get in and out. You know, one thing Emmanuel Stewart was good at, and Sugar Hill learned from his uncle, Emmanuel Stewart, is with them heavyweights, is to get them to be able to move. And see, Wilder is still
Yeah.
flat. He not really. He just trying to set the shot up. He gotta get some rhythm. He gotta bounce a little bit and be looking for the
Yeah.
shots coming back. He can't just think that he only person in there punching. And then at the
Yeah,
same
I
time,
noticed that too. I noticed he
Yeah.
does that. I noticed
And-
Deontay Wilder has to get set in order to throw a punch.
thank you. And another thing too is like when you get stopped by a guy, even though he probably could have continued, and who knows, he might have would have knocked Tyson Fury out. We don't know. But he didn't get that chance to do that. So now the self-esteem and the confidence that it was before, I don't care what you say, it can't be the same as it was knocking everybody out. When you go look at your record and it's an L on it, you know what I mean? This guy done took something from you. You know, he
Right.
title. And so the confidence ain't the same. You can get hit one more time with that same person, they can take you back to where you just came from. If that makes sense.
Right.
And I'm to be honest with you, I'm pulling for Wilder. So I'm just speaking
No,
up.
me too though. I love Wilder.
You real dude.
I can't. Well, I can't say. No, I like both of them guys. To be honest, I like
Yeah.
Tyson Fury. He's very charismatic. He
Yes.
knows how to talk in front of the camera. He's very
Yeah.
entertaining to watch. And then
Yeah.
Deontay Wilder, he's a must see attraction. Always
Yes.
knocking guys out. You know what I mean?
Man.
I like both of them, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. So it's always if both of them in the ring, it's gonna be something to watch. Period. To be honest,
It's gonna be something to
me.
watch. Boy,
I think Deontay Wilder should come in like Mike Tyson. Just put the towel. Forget all that big thing on his head and all them. You know,
Right.
just throw a towel on and let's do it.
Because they're gonna be looking for the excuses. They're gonna be saying, "Oh, what is it now? He had on too much of this, too much
Yeah.
of that."
Right.
It
Yeah.
was the jury. No,
Yeah.
come in there light. That's right. Come in there light, ready to fight, just like Mike.
Right. Yeah.
Mike. That's
Yeah.
right, man. I just, I would have loved to be honest with you. Hey, if it was me and I was his manager, I'd have took a step aside money, let them guys fight, let Wilder go out there and make that free money. They probably would have gave him about $80 million just to step aside, and he can go take an easy fight, get the confidence back, pop, knock somebody out, 1, 2, 3 rounds. He back. Let's go. Get and jail with your new trainer, because getting there with a new trainer, used to hearing other trainers, man, that's hard to do, to be able to understand what they're saying off one training session, or them training you for the first time.
Does anybody know who Wilder's trainer is for this fight?
Yeah, Scott. What's his name? Scott.
Scott. Yeah.
Yeah, Scott. Last name Scott. Do you know that me and Scott got a lot in common?
Last name is Scott. Yeah.
Yeah. It's Scott. Last name Scott. We just gonna call him Scott. I think it's Jay Scott. But anyway, we got a lot in common. We both fought on a Mike Tyson undercard when Mike Tyson fought Lennox Lewis. Did you know that?
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Mike, I think it was Mike Scott. I can't can't remember his first
I forgot
name.
his name. I can't remember his
Yeah,
first
yeah.
name.
But I take hey, listen. He was undefeated though. He was undefeated. He, you know, Malik. There we go. There you look.
Malik.
Malik
Okay.
Scott.
Malik
There we
Scott.
go.
There you go. Yeah, yeah.
Malik
If I'm not mistaken,
Malik.
I think
Yeah,
Deontay Wilder fought him.
he did. Man, he hit him with the
I think
phantom
he
punch.
fought him.
Remember that phantom punch? It was
Yeah,
like
yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah. He
he said, "But
did.
look, I want to be your trainer."
I remember him too. Yeah.
Yeah, he sure
Hey, now he's
did.
looking good though, man. He's looking good in the ring. He's looking good,
Yeah,
man. So I
yeah,
really want him to work on some things, man. And Deontay Wilder, you know, he has like abnormal strength. I've never seen. I don't even lie to you, man. I love George Foreman. I've seen, you know, Ernest Stevens, all the different guys. They punch
yeah,
hard, but I've
yeah,
never seen nothing like Deontay Wilder, man. Never. That's like it's
man,
like
man.
that straight right is just deadly.
Yeah,
And I feel like anybody that get touched by that is going down. Anybody. I don't care who you are.
but see,
Yeah.
it's my whole thing is like, okay, if you knock Fury down, right,
Yeah,
you got to finish him. Now now a lot of time when the boogeyman or the bully don't know what to do when the bully fights back. See, all we did is fight a second fight when he got knocked down, when Fury got knocked down, he got up, and it seemed like the bell went ding ding, and they continued that same fight. And from there on out, Fury took over. The next fight, it was like he had got knocked down and got up and just started fighting, and you saw the end result. I just think, like I say, man, if you talk to Wilder, man, just tell him to work on his footwork. He need to work on his footwork because one thing Fury got when he got with Sugar Hill, I'm telling you what I know for sure is he got footwork. He was able to go forward, and if Wilder threw something, guess what? Fury's gonna be able to back up and then come right back in. So if you miss, boom, you're gonna be out of position, and Fury's gonna be right there in position because he's always gonna have his balance. And that's the whole key. I'm telling you, I know. Trust me, I know big time. And Malik, Malik is working real good with his hands, but he already got hands. Get his footwork together. You know what I'm saying? Do you agree he got hands?
I never really seen Malik fight for real to be other than the Deontay Wilder fight.
Yeah. I'm talking about Wilder got hands.
Oh, Wilder. Oh, yeah.
He got hands.
Nah, but I feel like Wilder, he does, but it's just like he just like when he's trying to get you out of there, he's not patient. He just really he's like wilding, you know, like no pun on his last name, but he's wilding. That's he just starts going berserk. You know what I'm saying? So I honestly felt like he could have gotten Tyson Fury out of there that first fight, man, but he just went crazy. I'm like, oh man. You know, but he could have really got him out of there, man.
Yeah. One thing I learned when you lose your first fight, it don't get easier. I'm telling you, it don't get easier. Now guys are gonna take chances that they wouldn't have took against Wilder now. His fights now, don't get me wrong, if it gonna be a little harder now. Because people gonna be like, hold on, man, they gonna take chances. So he gonna have to kill these guys. You know what I mean? He got the power. But these guys gonna get hit and they gonna try even harder. They gonna get up and say, look, I can, because they saw him lose before now. They're not gonna be as scary as when he hit Malik, and Malik didn't even really get hit, and he was like, oh no, I'm good. You know?
Right.
Yeah. Look at Mike Tyson. When he lost that first fight, man, he was never the same. If Mike Tyson would have fought Holyfield before he ever lost, he would have destroyed Holyfield. But Holyfield was like, oh,
the mentality is different.
The mentality is
different.
Thank you. I'm telling you, it's different. Ain't that many people, man, can, take a loss and bounce back from it and get way better. And, everybody that I know that took a loss, trust me, they took a loss again or people wasn't scared of them no more. It wasn't the same. That boogeyman effect wasn't there no more.
You know who took a loss?
Yeah.
You know who took a loss and is on the top of his game right now?
Oh.
That man Canelo Alvarez, man. Oh,
there you
man,
go.
That dude is spectacular.
Yeah. That's true.
I was live. I was at the event. I was at the event live at the AT&T Stadium. That whole I was there the whole week. I was in the bubble with the zone, and but like the 73,000 plus people, and just the whole atmosphere was electrifying. I've been to plenty of boxing fights. I've never been to an extravaganza like that. It was amazing, and that dude performed like the professional he is. I always felt like that. Canelo Alvarez, even by the time he fought Floyd, I never saw anyone beating him other than Floyd. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I knew once Floyd left the game, he was going to be the one to take over. And
Okay.
he did just that, and he's even better than what he as expected. But he's much
Yeah.
better than what he was when I thought that he was at the top of his game. He's much better now.
What you about to say, Damarr? No, I
I
agree
want,
with you, Bruce.
I wanted to ask you, K9, since you fought Charlo, do you think he could fight Canelo?
Yeah. Listen, Canelo is good, and I think Canelo probably would beat Charlo, but Charlo would definitely give him his hardest fight. I think the experience that Canelo has might be the edge for him, but at the same time, I think that Charlo might have, definitely in the top 3 best trainers that we got right now today. So his trainer, Charlo's trainer, is way better than Canelo's trainer. You know what I mean? Canelo trainer just teaching to punch real hard, and Canelo gained a lot of experience from fighting all the Mexicans overseas that wasn't about nothing. But then he got with guys like Mayweather, who was too small to knock him out, and he gained a lot of experience from that. And then he always picked the right fights. Like the last world titles, 2-3 world titles he won. Look who he fought. He fought against guys that didn't have names. And one thing about Canelo don't like to fight, brothers. You know what I mean? Let's say it like that, because we in this day now. Brothers, like, you know what I'm saying? So that's why he avoiding guys like a Charlo and Dennis. Andres. He ain't trying to see them guys. They got rhythm. But at the same time,
You know what,
money,
though? I don't like hearing that, though, because I think Austin Trout and Danny Jacobs are brothers. So I don't like to hear that. I think Canelo has fought brothers.
Yeah. But Jacobs, man, I couldn't believe Jacobs. I couldn't believe Jacobs, man, fought like he was scared of Canelo. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, this guy
he
is
didn't fight his fight.
He fought, bro. Trout, Trout had a lot. Trout wasn't the same. He fought Laura. What happened with Laura? A lot of people think Laura beat him.
Hey, no. Trout, no, he fought Trout when Trout was at the top of his game. Before that, Trout just had beat Canelo.
Yeah, a good fight.
Not Canelo, excuse me, Miguel Cotto. He had beat Miguel Cotto before he fought Canelo. And around that time, I think also Miguel Cotto had this reputation where he never lost inside the Madison Square Garden. He gave him his first loss in Madison Square Garden. Austin Trout was on the top of his game, and he was winning a few rounds in that fight as well too, with Canelo.
But Trout, I used to watch. The junior middleweight division is my division, and Trout was doing his thing. But I think that at Cotto, I was supposed to fight Cotto, and I think Cotto and his people had me on a line, and they were listening. They was letting Trout know. Trout and the people was probably listening too. It was like they knew we was talking business about fighting Cotto. So I think they used me, knowing that they was gonna fight me, and they said, "Listen, we got K9." They let us hear the conversation, and they used that against me and got the Trout fight. Trout took less. That's how he got the fight, because that was supposed to be my fight. They said they was gonna call me the next day, bro. I was happy, like, oh baby. And the next day the phone didn't ring. Next thing you know, when I did get back with him, they said, sorry, K9, Cotto's fighting Trout. Trout took less. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so I don't think they really took, Trout serious like that. They thought it was gonna be an easy fight. And Trout shocked them. Trout did his thing. And that's, speaking of Trout, let's talk about Trout for a minute. Man, Trout got so many opportunities. I never saw a fighter lose back to back world championship fights. Al Heyman was real good at Trout.
Yeah, he did. He got a lot of. Yeah, he definitely did get a lot of opportunities. World championship opportunities. You're definitely right about that.
Man, Jamel Charlo, back to back. Cotto, Canelo. I mean, man,
Jared
Hurd, man, boy. I should have signed with Al Heyman.
Yeah. He had a lot of fights.
Yeah, man, back to back. No, Canelo a beast. At one point in time, listen, when I signed with Golden Boy, they promised me I was gonna fight I was gonna fight Canelo. But when I knocked out Corey Spinks, you was there, James. Them boys turned the other cheek like Jesus. Like God said, turn the other cheek. Yeah, they avoided me. I mean, you'd be surprised, man. That's when D told me let me tell you the story. Oh man, Mayweather and them avoided me. Styles make fights. Mayweather got the skills, but I done knocked Mayweather out. Canelo skills, but Canelo was green at the time. Now Canelo tear me up. You know what I mean? But at that time, Canelo was great. I would have destroyed Canelo. And Golden Boy was smart enough to say, he a little too awkward. He got a one hitter quitter, and Canelo is not quite ready. But Canelo ready now. Canelo ready now, and I definitely.
Hey, I didn't see the total difference. I didn't see the total difference in this game. Like I remember me watching his fights with Austin Trout. I remember watching this fight with Anthony Lara, watching this fight with even Angulo. Like I've noticed, like in those fights that I just named, he was getting fatigued in the late rounds. So it was always like, all right. Now I noticed like when he if he gets a real good fight, a dude that want to beat him, they got to take him out later in the rounds because he's gonna get tired. That's when you touch him. But now this dude fights so calm. He's so relaxed and he doesn't waste punches. He's looking for that one shot, but he's staying very calculated. Great defense now, and man, he's not wasting no energy now. Now he's a legit 12-round fighter, and he's next level at this point, man. He's in a level on his own at this point, I believe.
And another thing about Canelo, that's another reason why I say he's pound for pound best fighter in the world. Not only that he's, to me, the best fighter right now in the world, but he's real good. He learned from Floyd and Oscar when to fight certain fighters, who to fight, who not to fight. He's smart when it comes to business. He know, you know what? This guy got a country behind him. You know what? This guy, he got a country behind him. You know what? This guy right here, he didn't kind of fell off. Look when he fought on Triple G. He fought Triple G. We're going to fight Triple G. But as soon as Daniel Jacobs a good fight, he said, oh, yeah, I'm about to fight Triple G. You know what I'm saying? Right. I'm telling you. So
exactly. Right.
He's smart, man. He know, listen, he'll fight Jamal Charlo if Jamal Charlo look beatable. If Jamal Charlo go out there and keep talking mess or go into a fight and it's a hard fight and he look exposed a little bit, he'll fight him. Look when he fought.
You don't think Jamal Charlo looked a little beatable when he fought it was the same night. It was the night that Jamel and Jamal fought. And Jamel lost to Tony Harrison. And Jamal fought that later that day. That specific fight, he looked a little beatable that night, man. But that fight was a little awkward for me.
But think about this though. You gotta remember, they switched opponents. And his brother lost for the first time, so he wasn't there. So that's them two big things right there.
Hey,
opponents.
The fans ain't trying to hear that. The fans ain't hear that.
Right. But Canelo, he know what's going on. He know. And what? Hey, that wasn't the Charlo that would have fought if his brother wouldn't have lost, and if he'd have fought the guy he's supposed to fight. Think about it when Anthony Joshua lost his fight. It was a switched opponent.
Yeah. He was getting ready for that's crazy. You're right. You're totally right because he was definitely just getting ready and focused on Jerome Miller, and he was not ready for whatever Andy Ruiz was coming to. And now look, Andy Ruiz is a celeb now. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying.
Living his best life.
Living his best life, like Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
And now though, in shape. That boy
Andy looked good.
Yeah.
I
like Andy Ruiz, man. I like him.
Can I get y'all to get y'all's head out of Canelo's behind for a minute?
Well, you got on a yellow cut.
What happened when Canelo fought Kovalev? Do you remember when Canelo fought Kovalev?
Canelo ain't number one in the world to me.
I'm telling you, he ain't even the best pound for pound. Hold it. Have you ever heard of a guy named Oscar Benavidez?
Mm-hmm.
And you think that Canelo will beat Oscar Benavidez? He holds that belt. He holds that belt.
You mean David Benavidez?
No. I'm talking Arthur Benavidez, the light heavyweight champ in Canada. He just fought in Russia 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. I gotta watch him. I haven't really watched him before, to be honest. I heard his name definitely though, but I haven't really watched him. I gotta watch him to get some feedback.
I'm a Bud Crawford guy, man. Bud number one on my list.
I love Bud.
I like Bud, but once again, Bud is like Sean Porter. He doesn't fight enough. That's the only thing. I mean, when he gets in the ring, he puts on that.
That's not his fault.
Well,
Bob Arum.
you know, well, hey, it could be Bob, but then again, you know, Bob is getting fights for all these other guys. I mean, you know, he just got to fight for his
Yeah, but
female
a lot of these
fighter the
other
other
guys
week.
don't want to fight Terrence.
Well, hey,
A lot of the other
high
guys don't want
risk,
to fight Terrence, man.
high risk, low reward. I mean, you know, it is a business. You know, so you know, I mean, you know, if Terrence don't have Aaron's back, how's the opponents gonna get paid? You know, ain't nobody gonna fight. You just had Billy Joe Sanders get $8 million for fighting Canelo. Okay,
This dude.
Anybody said something about Canelo?
yeah,
Oh, man.
yeah. Hey, y'all got to stop giving Canelo lip for the service until he fights Austin Benavidez. To me, Canelo is at least number 3.
What?
Because
Nah, but
I got it.
Canelo's, but no.
I'm putting
Canelo's not going up to light
Benavidez
heavyweight
first.
no more.
Huh?
No. But Canelo's not going up to light heavyweight no more. He's not going up. He's not going up there no more.
Because he knows what'll happen.
So he's saying he's making his. Nah, but he's making his mark. He's making his mark at 168. But I honestly feel like there's enough.
He fought a washed up
champions
Kovalev.
at 168.
He fought a washed up Kovalev to get the title.
There's enough champions. There's enough.
Billy Joe Sanders had one belt. Billy Joe Sanders had one belt. Canelo liked him too.
I like Billy Joe. I feel like Billy Joe had the tools and the technique to make the fight much more difficult, but it's just that Canelo had the right game plan. Billy Joe's a boxer. He uses his legs. Canelo started off the very first punch he threw was the body shot.
So do you
4 rounds he invested to the body straight up. It was a game.
Do you think it's gonna be any different with Caleb Plant? Somebody that he knows can't knock him out?
I feel like Caleb Plant is a better boxer than Billy Joe, in my opinion. But you know,
but he has no power.
Is the same. It'll be an interesting fight. No, Caleb Plant has power. Don't see that.
I've been looking at Caleb Plant since he was 8-0 when he lost his first daughter. Caleb Plant does not have the power to keep Canelo off of him.
Ooh. Dun, dun, dun.
A lot of people would say
Mayweather. Caleb Plant does not have the power to keep him off of him.
A lot of people would say Mayweather couldn't have the power to do it, and he did it. So I can't get that argument. I can't.
So now you're going to compare Mayweather to Caleb Plant?
I'm not going to compare the Mayweather to Caleb Plant. What I would say is that no. What I would say is that the power of Mayweather's 147. I can't see that being greater than the power of Caleb Plant at 168. That logic is not, you know, I can't say the logic is, you know, just because Mayweather is who he is. I'm like, you know, I'm not going to say that he's going to be stronger than Caleb Plant. I can't say that. I'm sorry.
What I would like for you to do is go back on YouTube and look at Caleb Plant's last 5 fights. His last 5.
I've watched Caleb
like I said, I've been following him since he lost his daughter in Nashville, Tennessee. So I want you to go and look at those 5 fights, and when we have you back on, we'll talk about Caleb Plant versus Canelo.
Hey, but hold on.
Now that guarantees you a spot back on the show.
Bruce is going to have all the Bruce is going to the Olympics, so Bruce know what he's talking about.
Caleb Plant might have all the belts by the time we do it.
Listen. I've been in the game for about 15 years. No, excuse me, since 17 years. I ain't wet behind the ears, man. I ain't wet behind the ears, man.
No, but I think your Canelo favoritism is coming out a little bit.
No, not at all. No, listen, I'm a boxing fan before anything. I'm a 100. I'm a boxing fan before anything. Like I'm a straight up Brownsville dude. But when Mayweather fought Zab Judah, man, I already knew Zab Judah was gonna have his handful because who Mayweather is and how Mayweather fight. I'm not gonna be my favoritism because I love Zab. I wanted Zab to win the fight. But hey, it is what it is at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to Canelo, I love Canelo. Don't get me wrong, but I'm not going to excuse the fact that there's going to be other guys in the weight division that'll give him some trouble. But like I said, I feel like Canelo Alvarez is at this point is at a class of his own because of his experience. There's nobody in his division right now that can match up with his division.
Which division? Which division? The Charlo division or
any division? Any division right now in the sport of boxing, nobody has the experience that he has right now. He done fought Mosley, he done fought Mayweather, he done fought Cotto, he done fought Lara, he done fought everybody he needed to fight in his way coming up. Nobody has the resume that he has in the sport of boxing right now.
Okay. Well, like I said, I think Canelo is overrated. I would put him behind Benavidez. I will put him behind Benavidez, and I will put him behind Bud.
Overrated.
Should I wait a minute? Hold. Wait a minute. Let me make sure that you understand what I'm saying. OVERATED. Okay.
Oh no! You need to say that.
Okay.
You need to say that, man. Oh.
You gotta go to Siri for that one.
I expected more from you, James.
Man,
I expected more from you, man.
Man,
and I expected more than a Canelo reunion on the K9 song.
Man,
K9 got his hat on.
Bro, quit playing, bro. Listen, I eat the Mexican pieces at Taco Bell. The Mexican pieces. Come on, man.
Like I said, Arthur Benavidez #1, Bud #2.
Now listen, that Benavidez guy, that
Arthur
one.
We saw Arthur Benavidez, yeah, was #1.
Listen, no. Styles make fights. Now, if Benavidez, if Canelo go up to 175 and fight that big dude, I think he would knock Canelo heads off his body. That's a big strong dude.
That dude is
That'll
strong.
be like a Mortal Kombat.
That dude is strong, man.
Yeah.
Strong.
Hey,
Canelo ain't going.
Canelo got to get hit though.
Canelo ain't going up there.
Canelo defense is great.
See my hat falling off. You see?
Canelo's not going up there though. I don't. That's not a smart idea.
That guy.
That's not a smart idea. But it's unnecessary though. But Canelo don't need to do that to solidify his career. He does not need to fight Benavidez. I feel like he's just
he didn't have to.
He don't need.
He didn't need to fight Kovalev either. He didn't need to fight Kovalev either. He went up there to get that belt. No, he went up there to get that belt
because he could. Listen, he did. Yeah, you're right. He did that just because he could do that. You know what I'm saying? But just become a multi-division world champ, like more than more than he already was, and just come back down. I know he knew the difference in power. He's a much smaller guy. It is what it is, but he does not need to go up and unify the 175 division at all to solidify his career. He does not need to do that. What he needs to do is take over the 168. That's what he needs to do to solidify his career.
Okay.
Then right. He's the man. You know what I mean? That's it. You know what I mean?
I think he has to fight Jamel Charlo.
Hey, hold on. Bondridge,
we can't hear you.
I think your mic is off. I can't hear him.
Or no, sorry about that. Or fight Boo Boo Andrade, or either fight Charlo. That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
I
think he needs to fight one of them.
Huh?
I'd rather see the Charlo fight. I don't think Boo Boo ready.
Yeah, I think Boo Boo got money now. He ain't like he was at first.
Hey man, y'all missing somebody. Y'all forgetting about somebody in the division now. Y'all forgetting David Benavidez.
I talking about. That's what I said. 175 pounder, right? Oh, you talking about the 168 pounder?
168.
No, 68. David Benavidez, the Mexican.
Yeah, 168.
Yeah.
168, David.
Yeah.
I think
man.
He got now he might be a legitimate contender.
He'd be a harder fight than Cater Plant.
He'd be a harder fight than Boo Boo too.
I feel like he'd be a harder fight than Charlo.
You do?
I feel like he'd be a harder fight than Charlo. I think he'll be the toughest fight in the division, in my opinion.
He is hard. I think he's
tough.
one of the. I think he's And he's one of the hardest hitters in that division,
he
also.
is. Man.
I've seen holes. See, the thing is this. But Boo Boo doesn't have, like, I like Boo Boo, but he doesn't have too much experience in terms of fighting Canelo, and it's so much things that keeps him has too much ring rust and too much time between his fights. I don't really like. I like to see Boo Boo active and to see like how I can really range that. That's one.
Billy Joe Sanders.
That's one.
Billy Joe Sanders hadn't fought in 18 months.
Exactly. That's why.
Same thing with Billy Joe. Hey,
you talking about ring rust, though?
Joe.
You talking about ring rust?
Listen, same thing. That's what I'm saying. Same thing with Billy Joe. Same thing. Something. Same thing. Now, no, Charlo. I've seen holes in his offense and defense with that one fight that I previously talked about. Yeah. A guy like Canelo will expose that because of his experience. He didn't see everything. He's seen everything. Now, the guy David Benavidez, that is a young, hungry, tough cat that is yet to be tested. He's been looking unstoppable right now, and he's beating guys with ease, great speed. Great, very durable, like tall, long, lanky. That dude is a problem, man. He's strong. He's dangerous.
Like Canelo,
you know that Canelo trains here in San Diego, right? At the House of Boxing. So we get to see. So we get to see Canelo a lot. Every time he has a fight, this is where he comes. Team Carey, there you go. Hey, there you go, right there. We see. I'm looking at the shirt. Team Carey did that.
Team Carrington. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah, we got to exchange gear, K9.
Yeah, we got to, boy. You got to. Dogs us.
Bro, man, we got to be at these fights, K9. You got to be out there with us.
For sure. Listen, I'm with you. You already know that. You owe me one anyway, man. I came out there. You told me that it's on you. It's on you, Doc. Yeah. Hey, well, man.
All right, guys. Well, let's.
Give me your social media and tell them where they can get that merch at and everything again, y'all. Let's start off with who want to start off? Bruce, Damarr.
Go ahead, Bruce.
Yeah, let Damarr. Go ahead, Damarr.
All right, man. My IG is at the Split Decision Boxing.
Yeah.
My Facebook is the Split Decision Boxing too, and YouTube the Split Decision Boxing.
Okay.
Get on all three of them, man, and follow me. I go to all the fights. I go to I still do the amateur tournaments.
Yeah.
I'm about to get the podcast going in a minute.
Yeah.
And, hey, I'm Team Carrington, baby.
I'm surprised that you had to go look over there and make sure you remembered your own social media.
Many of them, man.
Okay.
We even got a Twitter, man.
Right. But first name is Damarr.
Yeah.
Well, that ain't my personal one. That's just for my boxing. My personal one.
Okay, I got you. No, Bruce, what can they find you at, and how can they get that merch? And when you fight in the Olympics, and anything else you want to tell them?
Yeah. Well, you guys can follow me on Instagram, Bruce_Carrington. My Twitter is B_Carrington1. My Facebook is Bruce Carrington Jr. You can get my merch on snazzyapparel.com. I have a bunch of Team Shoo shirts, Team Carrington shirts, hoodies. I got shirts for the toddlers and the young kids as well too. Get some Team Carrington shirts for the whole family. And also, I also have a documentary. I have a documentary that's out. It's called Brownsville Born. A short 30-minute documentary, and just basically gives you an inside look on my life, who I am, just in case you guys are interested in finding out the type of person that I am. You guys can watch that. It's not on YouTube. It's on a website, brownsvilleborn.com. You guys go ahead and do that, and y'all go ahead and check that out. And y'all see me in the Olympics July 23rd, 2021 this year.
Good. Well, appreciate you, man. Appreciate both of y'all.
So is that Split Decision Boxing?
Yeah,
or just
the Split Decision Boxing.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to get you on that right now.
Send me all the information to my phone too.
I sure will, K9.
Yep. I got you.
Tell them about the documentary you did with Denny Jacobs and Carmelo Anthony too.
Oh yeah. I also did one document like a short video with the Vice Sports. I had Carmelo Anthony and Daniel Jacobs. They had come to my gym and basically spent the day with me, and it was that's a dope film
I
too.
think I saw
The
that.
short video too. That's a Oh yeah,
I think I saw that.
dog,
Yeah, I
dog.
think I saw that before. Yeah,
Okay,
you
yeah,
on ESPN or something?
yeah. I'm not sure if it was on ESPN, but it was definitely on Vice Sports, and it's on YouTube. So you got to type in
Yeah,
my name, Bruce Carrington. That
yeah.
video should pop up.
I think I saw that for real though. I think I saw that. Yeah, I saw that somewhere
Yeah.
around. It's been moving. It's been moving around. Yeah. All
Yeah.
right,
The
bro.
main video though,
Well,
the main thing I want y'all to watch, is that Brownsville Born. Yeah, go tap in brownsvilleborn.com and y'all gonna see that.
All right.
All right, bro.
All right, my brothers. Appreciate y'all, man. Thanks for tapping in. Love that Detroit hat. I don't see no Ohio hats.
Yeah, thank you.
oh no.
Yeah, love. Brownsville, baby. Ah,
Oh, thank y'all for having me. Thank
no
y'all for
doubt,
having
bro.
me, man. I appreciate
Hey,
it.
man.
Brownsville, that's what I'm talking about. Yes, sir.
Hey, bro, share the link. Share the link. Tell all your peoples, man. You know what I'm saying? Tap in.
Got you.
Sure will.
Yep. All right. All right, my dogs. One love.
Peace.
Hello.
All right. Cheers.
All right, dog.
Yep.
Well, K9, let's
Huh?
you know what time it is. It's time for K9's Corner, man.
Oh, man. Woo. At K9's Corner, man.
We gotta thank Ohio Boxing for their donation tonight.
Yes, absolutely. Yes. That's all I love. Yep. That's why I posted on the screen too, man. You know. Yep. Ohio runs boxing. Definitely appreciate you for that. You know, I posted that on the screen so to show them some love because we was in the mix of some. So they actually showed the love a couple of times. You know, Aaron Pryor, Michael Dokes, Tony Tubbs.
Yeah.
Yes. What's good, guys? Hey, Ohio boxing. But I can't say only one show love because everybody else tapped in, but he was the only one to show financial love. I appreciate you big time. Yes, so yes, definitely. At K9's Corner, man, you know, we got definitely some great things to talk about. And the greatest thing I could talk about, man, is it's my son's first birthday at K9's Corner. It's little Noah's birthday, man. And I'm just so happy and proud of him, man. I could cry knowing that it's the first time he's ever been, you know, first year of being born, you know. Man, this is a great day. I mean, when he was born last year in the COVID times, you know, his name it's Noah, come out the Bible. And do you know that in the Bible, Noah actually it rained it rained, it's just flooded. When Noah
40 days and 40 nights.
40 days, 40 nights. It rained 40 days, 40 nights. So my basement flooded for 3-4 days in a row. It rained 3-4 days in a row. It kept raining, and my basement listen, water was all the way up here, and I was like, man. So my wife did a great job of giving him that name, Noah. I think it was predestined. It came from God, and today is his birthday, man. So he had his first piece of cake, first time. He had his first little ice cream, and he was it was like that, man. It was crazy, but man. So you know, at K9's Quarter, man, I just want to really celebrate little K9's birthday, man. Very first birthday. I'm so excited for him. Happy for him. I thank my wife SB for having him. He's been the joy of my life. He actually is pushing me to work harder to continue boxing to just give him the best life that I can give him. So appreciate everybody for tapping in, man. And JK, man, hey. It's Noah's birthday, man. You want to say happy birthday to Noah,
Happy
man?
birthday, Noah. Has many, many more.
Yeah, many, many more. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Maybe he'll catch up with you one day. That'd be a good thing. Yep. So hey, that's all
Well,
I
you got to be there with him. So you got to have some guidance. So
yeah. I'm there with him. I'm there with him as long as the Lord, keep breath, wind in my body. I'm there for him. I got him. I'm gonna teach as much as I can for as long as I'm down here. But I hope that he surpassed me. And not me surpass him. Because a lot of in these days, man, parents are burying their kids, man. These kids are leaving before the parents. So we gotta do better. You know what I mean? And that's all I got, JK. And you can find me, JK, at K9 Boxing on Twitter. And yes, I'm verified. So, I'm somebody on Twitter. I'm somebody, period. We on a dog pound every Tuesday at 9 p.m. And you can find me on Instagram. That's right, at K9 Boxing and at K9 Boxing Fitness, and my website at K9 Boxing Fitness. And I got merch too, fan art. You can go on my website, fan art. You can go on K9 Boxing, get the merch. I mean, we doing everything. And the big 3 is coming to a ring near you, a YouTube near you. The big 3 with special guests. That's right, JK. Alex Lewis play with the Detroit Lions, your favorite team, the Detroit Lions. That's right.
I actually have one of the guys on my Sports Crib podcast is a guy from actually he's from Chicago, but he's a Detroit fan. He moved down there for I think work, but I'm represented by a Detroit fan. I have a Cowboy fan. And I have a Denver Broncos fan. So and of course you can see in the back I got my Steelers. So but when is the big 3 coming? And so we got who else we got?
So like I say, the big 3 will be this Sunday. We got Kendall Gill and we got Alex Stewart. Not Alex Lewis. Now Kendall Gill played with Charlotte Hornets, and he played with
I had Kendall Gill on one of my fantasy basketball teams back when he was playing.
Right, I played with him on NBA Jam too. Remember?
Oh yeah, okay.
He's on fire. Oh man, yeah.
So you said the big 3. That's 2.
Yeah, that's 3. Alex Lewis played with the Lions. And
okay.
Cornelius
okay, all right. Well, okay, so we got basketball, football, and boxing.
So we're gonna start talking all sports. That's right. The big 3 sports. The big 3 sports TV, live TV. So we own it, y'all. So y'all make sure y'all tap in. We taking it to the next level. That's right. Absolutely. And JK, what can they find you, bro, when you know what I'm saying, in San Diego with your blood?
Well, let's see. You can find me right here in San Diego. But no, you can find me on Facebook. Type in JE King 3, just like you see it there on the bottom of my screen there, and you'll get directed to all my pages. I do a lot of political work. I have a part of my program is associated with the Black Panthers of San Diego, so we do a lot within the Black community, and you can find my. Of course, we have 2 boxing pages, which is K9's Corner, Cornelius Bundridge, and we had the Weekend Rap. And we have our regular Facebook pages, J.E. King, and I try to keep up with the latest things that's happening. My final word for the night is I really my sympathy goes out to the Andrew Brown family in Elizabeth City, North Carolina. Man shot 3 times. He's driving the car. He gets shot twice on his right-hand side, and he gets killed by a shot to the back of his head.
Wow.
And, the family has to go through all of this all over again, watching the video time after time all day. So, we have to be more reticent of where we are and who we are, and know that, we need some healing in this country. I don't know how we're going to get it quite yet, but K9 is, as you know, it's only through the grace of God. So so that's my final thoughts for today. Prayers to the family of Andrew. And
I didn't even know what happened.
This was the young man. If you remember, I think it happened last week. They said that he was tried to run over the police. It was in Elizabeth City, North Carolina, and there was 13 shots fired at the car. 3 of them hit him,